Girlies, Temu has me on a chokehold at this point, and sometimes I ask myself, why did I even ever download that application? Why? Why did I? If you don't know what Temu is, it's basically an online platform, basically like Amazon, but like Chinese owned and like by Chinese manufacturers and Chinese vendors. So it's an amazing place to actually get cheap Chinese knockoffs and Chinese dupes. And when I mean cheap, I mean cheap. The prices there are ridiculously affordable, and I think we need it, especially in this hobby of ours, houseplant collecting and gardening. Things can be very expensive, so if you're a girly on a budget, Temu is your go-to. Now I know Temu has a reputation of like what I ordered versus what I got, but I've actually come to realize that a lot of it is actually just internet antics and people chasing clout on the internet, because these guys have a fantastic refund policy. Trust me, my experience from shopping on Temu has been so pleasant, has been so good, that I would not be making this video if that wasn't the case. They have a fantastic refund policy, and the few times I've only had to use it twice. The few times I've had to apply for a refund for like false advertising, I was given an instant refund. So rest assured, this is by no means a sponsored video. I shop from those guys. As a girlie on a budget, I'm thankful for Temu. It has really saved me a lot of money, while I've also spent a lot of money because the app is addictive. Anyways, I'm thankful for discovering Temu, and in today's video I want to show you some of the most amazing house plant and gardening things I have found there. I'm going to link every single thing I show here and everything I personally recommend here in the description. But anyways, without much ado, let's proceed. The first one, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because it is so me, it is so my vibe, it is so my aesthetic. It is this cute, very cute, amazing, aesthetic, beautiful, dainty indoor potting mat. Look at the material. I absolutely love it, and it is extremely frigging cheap. I got this for like 13,000 naira, which is like maybe $7 US. For some strange reason, indoor potting mats are expensive. Like, they're expensive, but this one was actually cheap. And also it's really hard to find like different varieties. Like, I always wanted like a transparent one that had like floral patterns, but I just couldn't find them. But when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, instantly add to cart. It is pretty, it is functional. Now I can make my cute little pot and kiki videos without feeling embarrassed about like the one I was using before. The one I was using before was like a hideous one. It was crazy. But this I love. It's functional and it makes me want to just pot every single plant. Oh my god, I love it. I also like the fact that it has like a decorative appeal, so when I'm done using it, I don't have to like hide it away. I can still decoratively display it and even use it to decorate like my plant room. So I love it, darling. This is one of the things that made me really like convinced that Temu is that girl. So yes, by all means, this is something I strongly recommend and I can personally vouch. Seems really durable, and I also like the fact that it is pretty and like just so cute. So love it. Now this next one, I can finally say I am part of the grow light girlies. Babes, I bought my first ever grow light. Okay, wait, let me rephrase that. I could afford my first ever grow light thanks to Temu. Now I've come to meet you guys and tell you that getting a grow light in my country is really difficult and it is very expensive, until I discovered the beautiful world of Temu. Temu definitely has a lot of knockoff grow light. She's definitely not your Sansi grow light, and she's definitely not your like Sotek grow light. She's not exactly aesthetic, but I'm not complaining because she was actually really affordable. I got this for about 25,000 naira, which is maybe about roughly $15 US, if I'm not mistaken. The verdict is still off on this one though, because I only had it for a few days. Although girlies, I do think this is working, because this aglonema has actually started to tilt towards the grow light. Can you see? It's tilting, it's bending towards the grow light. Also emits like some warm light. So I'll keep you updated on more changes and more results in the coming month. Subscribe so you don't miss out. It was extremely easy to set up. For someone that has never used the grow light before, trust me, I was sweating bullets reading every single thing I could about grow lights and about how to set it up. But it was very easy to set up, very easy to use. It has 3 timers, also emits both blue, red, and also a combination of blue and red light. I'm going to do an updated video on it, showing you results and if it's truly working and definitely worth it. But I'm not complaining because it was actually really affordable, which is the awesome thing about Temu. They make this gardening hobby affordable to a certain extent for us girlies on a budget. So I know it's not the most aesthetic one, and I've actually slandered some of y'all in one of my videos for using this type of grow lights, but honestly, I don't blame you. It is affordable. Now, moving on to the ones that I can personally vouch for, and this was actually one of the first things I ordered from Temu. I ordered these from Temu, and I was so impressed by the quality that I was like, okay, I need to definitely order more. I got some gardening shears and also like a cute little scissors. Now I got this for my outdoor gardening, and when I tell you, I'm so blown away by the quality and how sturdy and strong it is, and not to mention how friggin' sharp. How sharp. This thing makes me want to feel like cutting every single thing, pruning and cutting every single thing I can lay my hands on. I literally have to exert some self-control. So this is really effective against like cutting like really woody things. Now I've had my fair share of shears. At one point I even completely gave up from buying them because I live in a very humid country and they have the tendency to rust. A lot of them rust. But this seems like it was taken into consideration because a lot of it is either covered up in this like foam or made in material that doesn't seem rustable to me. I'm not seeing really any traces of rust as at yet, which is a good thing. Also, the blade feels like it has this film over it that feels like it is anti-rust. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but so far that hasn't been my experience. I also like the fact that it has this hydraulic thing here. This hydraulic thing that I can just, makes it very easy to open and close. The only downside is that, this thingy here absolutely does not work. So there's no way of me shutting this, which could be a potential accident hazard. But when it comes to buying things from these Chinese knockoff sites, you can't have it all. Something has to give, right? But look, totally value for money, extremely affordable, especially in comparison to what is being sold here in my country. Gardening accessories here are so expensive. So I'm so excited for actually discovering Temu because they have so many cool, affordable things. I got this other one from my house plant and indoor gardening, trimmings and prunings. I was using this. Oh my goodness. The electricity has gone off. Wow. Let me see if I can film this in my plant room where it is much brighter and I don't need to use artificial light. But okay, we're here. This is why you should definitely subscribe to this channel, because this is what we third world YouTube girlies go through to make content for you. It's not easy, okay? So subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, this scissors, initially I was using the kitchen scissors. The scissors I use for my kitchen and cooking to also prune and chop my plants, including my outdoor plants. We're not about that this year. We need to be hygienic women of substance. So I got myself a separate one that I absolutely love, one for the outdoors and one for the indoors. I'm going to attach the link below. This is incredibly really sharp as well. Remember, I used it to separate some seed trees and it was just like I also like the fact that it's easy to use, easy and fun to actually hold. Very, very, very impressed by this. Now, speaking of being hygienic and all of that, previously, before, I would just use my bare hands whenever I wanted to mix soil or if I wanted to handle compost and manure. I look at it now, I'm like, what was I thinking? So I got myself some gloves. I got myself some gloves from Temu. Now, initially, when I bought the first one, it wasn't my size. It wasn't my size. And this is where the amazing refund policy comes in place. They gave me an instant refund and I was completely sold. And I used that to buy another one. Now, when it comes to buying things from China and all of that, you definitely want to be careful with the sizes and dimensions because, Folks over there are more like petite and have smaller body features. So you definitely want to aim a size higher. I think this one was either extra large or large. Actually, no, it was large and it actually does fit perfectly. I have used it. The only thing I do not like about it is it has this opening here that I feel like anything can get in, like anything can get in, compost can get in, manure, animal waste can get in that I'm handling, a frigging snake. So I'm like, why is this hole so wide? Why? But at the end of the day, it is cheap. This was ridiculously cheap. So you can't have it all. It's best to approach these things with modest expectations. If you want something really expensive, with very good quality and takes all these things into consideration, then you're gonna need to spend more. But I love it. I'm not complaining. Definitely value for money. Definitely budget friendly. If you're someone like me that likes cute knickknacks, like you just like all this cute decor knickknacks, especially like houseplant knickknacks, Temu has like a lot of that. I feel like such a responsible 36-year-old when I buy these things. I'm like, why? Should you just spend your money on something else? But you know what? You can't blame me. I work hard for my money, so I'm gonna spend it anyhow I want, as you should as well. I remember I got this keychain, this plant thing keychain, which I absolutely love. Like, I'm someone that's very forgetful of my keys, so like a keychain is necessary. So why not make it a plant themed keychain? Like, do you get what I mean? I also got like this really cute fridge magnets. Oh, they are adorable. I love them. So I got like 10 of them, and I ordered some more. I ordered some more. I ordered some more. You can't blame me. They're freaking cute and also affordable. And also, these are things that you don't like find really easily in my country, Nigeria. And when you do find them, they can be expensive. These little niche knickknack things. So I went for it. I also saw like, I don't know, I think there's somebody there that is like a resident crochet maker there that just sits down. Hope this microphone is working. That just sits down and just makes cute crochet things for them. They have so many cute crochet thingies. Like, I saw a couple of them and I may have added them to my cart. So I feel so irresponsible. I feel like telling you about this will make me feel less irresponsible, but they are cute. And imagine using them to decorate like my shelf or like a part in my plant room or even my living room. So I'm gonna link them so that you can also be irresponsible like me. Okay. Now to something more responsible that I got. Okay, now this is a deal. These are seed labels. I got like 50 of them, really colorful and cute ones. You all know I am a sucker for color. Anything that has to do with color, sign me up. And I like that these had colorful options. And I also like the fact that these are pretty wide. So you can easily and comfortably write, tag and write. And someone like me that has a very large, incoherent handwriting, this really comes in handy. I definitely prefer it to like the more slim ones. And this was like 50 pieces for maybe the equivalent of less than $2, which again, a frigging steal. Yeah, there are also some really cool. I feel like when it comes to gardening, like outdoor gardening, actual gardening, they have so many cool things there. Like I have to restrain myself. Like a couple that I am eyeing, I saw this really good plant support stakes, and I'm like, oh, this would make so much sense, especially since I'm growing tomatoes or I plan to grow tomatoes. So I've added them to my cart. I feel like, should I get them now or should I just use makeshift wooden ones? Wouldn't wooden ones like rust or like, sorry, not obviously not rust, wouldn't they like rot rather? So it makes more sense to get like these plastic support stakes. What do you think? And I could also use them for my houseplants. Look at me rationalizing. Look at me rationalizing it. So I actually got it. And then I'm also eyeing this. It claims to be a full spectrum grow light. I don't think it is. I think maybe just like your typical LED light. But I like the whole like design behind it. I like the fact that it's pretty much just one thing stand, and then it emits like a ray of light, a beam of light directly. So I feel like that would be more aesthetic than this other one I got. What do you guys think? Is this something you've used before? Is this something you will buy? Let me know in the comments. Okay, and then there's also this ornate plant shelf I've been eyeing, and I think I might actually just, it's in my cart, it's been sitting in my cart, and I think I may actually just buy it. It's cool, it's decorative, it's something I could use to, I'm actually in the midst of redoing my patio. You guys call it patio, we call it veranda. I took out all the plants and the shelves that were there. I just didn't like how it was looking. Don't worry, I'm going to record the process. It's like a patio like makeover. And I think this will go there. The plan is also to have like this like wooden seats like you'd see in like balconies, and just place them there. So I think this will go there. I think I might actually just buy it. Anyways, darlings, yes, so I've come to the end of this video. But I'm curious, let me know your thoughts. Have you ever shopped from Temu before? Have you had a negative experience from them before? What has been your experience? Let's kiki and gossip in the comments. Also, what do you think about these items? Do you like anyone? Would you be personally buying anyone? Have you bought any one of them? Let me know in the comments. And as usual, if you liked this video, like, subscribe, and share. It wasn't easy to make. This is actually my second take. The first take I was faffing and the microphone wasn't even connected. After I finished shooting, I was drenched in sweat, which is why I quickly put this on. I quickly just grabbed this on because I was drenched in sweat in my other outfit, only for me to film this and the light has gone off. So please, most like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next